If your team's confused, they'll freeze. And if they freeze, you fail. Want to lead better? Say things clearly the first time. Welcome back, Breakers. So far, I helped you build influence, and I've helped you build command presence. And now, we're going to get after something that you need. Clarity. As you get more and more leadership responsibility, clarity becomes more and more critical. Trust me, I've seen clarity run people aground over my 20-year career because they weren't clear the first time. Confusion is a leadership failure, and I see it time and time and time again. And it causes team frustration, it causes team inefficiency, and it causes leaders to fail every single day. Today, I'm going to show you how to set expectations that are clear and concise. And then I'm going to show you how to give feedback and communicate clearly the first time and with total control. If you do this, your people can move forward with total confidence and act without delay. Let's get after it. Teams, they don't need perfect plans. They need clear direction to be successful. Confusion creates hesitation, and hesitation creates mistakes. A clear leader has the ability to get their team moving before things start to break down from confusion. You don't need to have all of the answers. You just need to be clear enough that people understand what they're supposed to do. Here's my 3-line expectation rule. I use this because it's simple and it helps me articulate exactly what I'm trying to get after. First, you need to talk about what needs to get done. Then, you need to say, when does it need to be done by? This is one that a lot of senior leaders miss. They don't give a clear deadline. Then they get upset when it's not done on time, but they never gave a clear deadline. So make sure you keep that in there. Lastly, show the person what right looks like. If you give them those 3 things, what it is, when it's due, and what right looks like, you'll get what you expect 95% of the time. I once worked with a chief. He would always give his team and say, hey, I want you guys to compile these reports, put it into Excel, and send it to me. He had in his mind what he wanted that Excel to look like, what are the columns going to be, what is all the information that goes into these reports. He had an idea. You know where he failed? He didn't give that idea or an example of that template to his team. And all the time, his team would turn in high quality products, but guess what? It wasn't formatted how he liked, so he would get upset. And then his sailors would get frustrated because they're trying to do the right thing, produce what he wants, but it's not exactly how he wanted. I told him time and time again, if you want it a certain way, provide a template. That's key. And that's how you can mess up this 3-line expectation rule if you don't take one of those things seriously. So remember, give them what you want, tell them when you want it, and then provide them an example. Clarity doesn't just stop with tasking. It also goes into how you give feedback. You have to be clear and communicate effectively when you're given feedback. If you start sugarcoating or meandering off the actual thing that you're giving feedback for, you're going to cause confusion, and that's not what your team needs. Here's what I do. I talk to them about what I saw, why it matters, and what is the expectation that I need to realign them to. Simple. For example, I might tell somebody, hey, you've been late 3 times this week. Every time you're late, that affects the team. They can't get started without you being here. I'm going to need you to show up 10 minutes early next week until I can trust that you can show up on time. That was super simple and clear. Remember, clear is kind and being vague is selfish. And when you start sugarcoating, you're being selfish, because sugarcoating is all about trying to make yourself feel comfortable giving that feedback. Just be clear and give the feedback. I can't tell you how hundreds of times I've sat in with leaders during feedback and they start dancing around the problem and talking about how great the person is and how amazing they are, and they don't really get after the issue. Or they say, hey, you're really bad, but you're really amazing at the same time. You're not being clear. Get rid of the sugarcoating and just get after it. Trust me, it's not that hard. The more you do feedback and the more you practice it, the easier it'll become. And the more your team gets used to you giving them feedback, the easier your team will receive it. Here's one that I still am working on 20 years later, and my team calls me out on it all the time. Great leaders, they don't ramble. They're brief, and they use brevity as a strength to get their point across. Whether it's a team huddle, a shift change, or maybe a fire drill, get in there, give the key points, and get the heck out. Don't spend a lot of time, don't ramble, don't just hear yourself speak. Say what needs to be said and stop. Your clarity and those clear words will carry weight with your team. A saying I think about from time to time that I was told by my senior chief when I was a young sailor was, hey, does what I need to say need to be said by me right now? Is it critical? If not, I tend not to say it. I sit back and I listen and I allow my team to move and grow and provide small touch points when possible. Here's your challenge for this video. I want you to think about some direction that you've given recently. I want you to ask yourself 2 tough questions. Was it clear, and could you be successful with what you said? If you missed the mark, I want you to go back and re-give that tasking or re-give that instruction and shoot for clarity this time. And that's how I want you to look at every piece of communication that you give moving forward. Is it clear, and can that person be successful based off what you told them? That's the challenge. If this video helped you level up, hit that like button and drop this in the comments. Clear beats clever. I want to hear it. I want to know how you're being clear with your team. And don't forget, check out Module 4. In this one, I'm going to dive deep into extreme ownership, because real leaders, they don't blame, they own, even when it doesn't go right and it's not their fault. That extreme ownership builds teams and trust super quick as a leader. Don't miss the video. Check it out now.